Hmm.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Good, good. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, you're right. It keeps clicking off. I don't know what the deal is. Okay,
There you go.
there I am. Oh, my own glory.
That's right. Oh, gosh. Well, let's see.
I've been relegated to the basement because my wife is on a Zoom meeting upstairs. So
Oh, is she? Okay.
go figure, you know.
Uh-huh, sure.
Now I'm trying to figure out where I get to. Oh, okay. They're kind of coming across the top of my screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Dick. Are you going to explain to us the system that I read through the stuff and I'm going, I think I understand it, but you know.
Am I going to?
Yeah.
I can sort of, I know Paige will be on from 8 to 9 if you have questions for her.
Ah, okay, good.
She has a separate Zoom link that you
Okay.
can, if you have recording questions or
Okay.
or different things like that. So hopefully, yeah, that'll help.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah,
Pressure's off then.
I guess so. Yeah. Just gonna, okay, great. Yeah. How's everybody been?
Hey, Jack, your audio's off.
That way, you don't have to listen to me.
I don't blame you.
I wonder how many times a day that is said. You're on mute.
Unmute yourself.
That's
I
right.
heard-
I'm sure my children would wish they could do that. Just
Yeah, right.
unmute me.
Oh, gosh.
And there's Dick Willis's chair, so just so you know.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
went to
ready for a fireside chat or something. Up there he is.
Oh, yeah, it's getting the,
He's getting his timepiece or something. It's very
that's
interesting.
right.
David.
Do these work? Hello?
Hello.
We can hear you.
Good. I wasn't sure I could hear you.
Oh, somebody's getting a phone call.
That's my daughter.
Get your phone.
It happens a lot.
Now you can mute your phone, you know that.
Right.
Oh, there's the guy from last week with a loud phone.
What are all the tenors?
Here's one.
Oh, they're Dale.
That's your good side, Dale. That's good.
That's the best looking picture I've seen of Dale in a long time.
We got good news. Thursday, we get a jab of the vaccine.
Oh,
Good.
Yeah.
I just heard
Yes.
that, yeah,
You did what?
I just heard on the news that people 65 and older will get the vaccine.
Well, I
Which
am.
is fine,
Right.
presuming that there are people that are available to give the vaccine.
That's true. I volunteer to give the vaccine.
What a guy.
I'll do my part.
I think I'll go with the Hennepin County people that are coming in.
Oh, all right.
And what kind of a setting are you getting your vaccine, Dick?
What kind of setting?
Yeah, in other words, are you in an age group setting or are you,
We're in a independent living facility. So there's 250 of us that are going to get shots
what,
today or tomorrow and Thursday.
which,
How did you arrange that, Dick?
I didn't. They just told me to come and get it. No,
what,
we have a health facility here as well.
Uh,
And a couple of weeks ago, well, actually it was the end of December, the healthcare workers there got it. And they have an arrangement with CVS. And so I think it's through CVS that we're going to be getting it.
CVS is coming to your facility?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a guy that has the same thing. He's getting his from CVS as well. He lives in Friendship Village. I don't know if that's where you live, but
No, Trillium Woods, but
Okay.
it's very similar.
they've organized it all there.
I think living
Gary,
situations where you have assisted living and more advanced care
Yes,
sort of done automatically.
yes. And we're 65 plus,
Congratulations.
that's how.
couple of decades.
Do you know which virus or which shot you
Yeah.
get?
The Modena.
Of course, now the latest
My
debate
wife and I
is
got the shot last week.
the impact of mixing the first vaccine with the second vaccine from a different different supplier.
I
So
haven't
that
heard-
adds a new
I don't think
dynamic.
they're going to do that.
Well,
haven't heard
that
of
was on the news today, Dick, that
Yeah.
there was concern by a doc from Mayo in terms of that adds all sorts of questions and possible implications if you first dose from Pfizer, second dose from Moderna, and what that means.
I don't think they would do that.
I don't think they would
It
either.
wouldn't be my first choice.
So you're getting the Moderna vaccine?
Which means that a month from now, I'll be getting the second shot.
Right.
If I don't die in between.
Don't do that.
Dick, did you say you had received yours last week? Did you say?
Yes, yeah, last week. My wife's on the board at Jones Harrison Residence, and they were giving the vaccine to residents and staff on Friday. And they had more vaccine than they needed for all the resident and staff. So they called the board members and family members of employees and said, you can get here within an hour, you can get a vaccine. So we
Wow.
did.
Oh. Good evening, everyone.
Elliot?
Mr.
Elliot.
Elliot, good
Good to see you.
nobbin. Good nobbin.
Oh, yeah. Like your background.
Well, thank you. That's my patio a few weeks ago.
Uh,
There's Ed Skelly. Haven't seen him in a long time. You're muted, Ed.
Oh, were you playing Santa Claus during the holidays?
So what was the outcome of at the hospital with the extra vaccine? I missed that.
It was at Jones Harrison. They had vaccine left over after they'd vaccinated all the staff and residents. So they called the board members and family members of residents, said if you within an hour, you can get the vaccine.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you break any speed limits?
No, but I ran out so quickly, I didn't have my wallet with me. So I didn't have my driver's license. I didn't have any of my health insurance information, but it worked out.
Yep. Yep. Well, they probably know who you are.
Yes.
Well, I do not know how to set my Android phone up for the audio recording. So afterwards, somebody's going to have to explain it to me.
That's the second hour.
I'm sure you're
Probably
not
more than just to do one or two of you too. Me as well.
8 o'clock.
Yep.
It's actually a plot by Apple to make you buy an iPhone.
Well, we have an iPad.
You can
No
do it
iPhones.
on it. You can do it on an Android phone.
Well, yeah, assuming you have a new enough Android.
What
This
are you,
one is
Ed,
maybe
what are you using right now? What are you using right now, Ed?
a Samsung Android.
Well, that looks like it'd work.
Well, but on the camera app, it doesn't have the option to change settings at the top. And in the settings, I have 720, but not 30 frames. 720 by 1080, but there's nothing that gives me the option of changing the number of frames.
We've run into that on older iPhones also. And usually the default is 720p 30 frames per second. So it might work. I mean, you might be getting a 720p by default.
It's 60 actually.
60 frames a second?
Let me do the high def and see what I get. It doesn't give me the number of frames per second on the video size. Also, do we want rear camera or front camera?
Well, I think for your case, you should not film yourself. So turn rear camera on and put a stuffed doll there or something.
Well, thank you very much.
Kinky.
Yeah.
The
Awful
iPad would
personal.
work too. I mean, is it a newer iPad?
It's 3 years old.
It's probably good enough.
All right. My wife has a newer Android, so maybe that'll work.
So are we wearing our coats or no coats?
I'm wearing mine because I got cold.
Oh,
I think the little pictures will be small enough, you won't be able to tell the difference.
You don't see my trousers, do you?
I don't want to.
That's right.
Were we supposed to dress in black for this?
Yes.
Not
No.
the dress.
For
Not
this
Not
7
to-
to 8 meeting?
Yeah, when you do the recording, that we want you in concert black.
Yeah.
When I do the recording, but we're not
Yeah.
doing it right now.
No, we're not.
No, no, no.
I'm just collecting opinions of my compadres.
I like your black background, Dale.
You think that's light enough?
It is, I don't know, it's not bad.
Okay.
Finding a blank wall was my issue.
Yeah, this is the only blank wall I've got. And then So I've got some tape up here. I've got these spots in the ceiling. So I started to put tape over them so you wouldn't get a glare.
Okay. Good. Well, it looks like we have most people here, maybe.
Tenors?
So the plan today is to do a warm up. Welcome, everybody. I should say that first of all. Welcome. Is to do a warm up, and then we're going to hit on one of the hard spots in how can I keep from singing, which is what we'll do every week. That'll be the last thing that we record, because I think it's probably the most difficult. And then the plan is to go to one voice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share the video, and then we'll have like the tenor sing along with a video, and then we'll switch and have the basses sing along to your video. So you sort of get used to what you'll be eventually doing. And if you have any sort of questions, Paige will be on a separate Zoom link at 8 o'clock from 8 to 9. If you have any technical questions, or how do I do this, or what do I change on my phone, and so forth, you can ask her those questions. And I watched the video of the YouTube, and it's very, it leads you right through what you exactly have to do. So it's very well done. So that's sort of the plan. So we're just going to mainly focus on one voice tonight. And then if you want to record tonight, that would be a good option since you'll be warmed up. Now, the thing is, when you'd have to do two separate recordings, a video and an audio. I would sort of suggest dressing up for each one. Just, so you have that video along with you. And then, eventually he'll splice it all together. But that's the plan. So why don't we go ahead and do some warm up? So do some stretches up if you can. Yep.
You want us to mute ourselves?
Yeah, go ahead and mute yourself. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Get out all that tension. Move your head from one side to the next. I can hear mine cracking as I do this. Okay. Kind of massage that hinge in your jaw, which is where we get a lot of tension. Okay. And go ahead and do a big yawn. Do that. Okay. Okay. Relax your shoulders as much as you can. And let's just do, we're gonna do a 5-note pattern down, just on a hum, just a hum. Okay, ready and go. Just a hum. Switch to an ooh. Switch to an ah. I'm gonna go high for the tenors here. it's E-ah-ah. Here we go. E-ah-ah. Oh, can you not hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. Here we go. And pop, 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 pop. 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 Pop, 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 one more. Good. Sorry to let a few more people in here. Okay. Next, I want you to do so we're sliding. So you get permission to slide. Ready? One more. Good. And let's do the A. Okay, and we'll go down for our basses. Ready? And one more. Good. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Ready and go. Oh, how I love to sing. 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 One more. We're going to start with how can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing? We're going to start on page 9. page 9. At the top of page 9. Okay. And I want to hear well, I'm not going to hear anything, but I want to hear just the tenors. So the tenor starting on the top of page 9. Okay. The text is "No storm can shake." Okay. Here we go, tenors. Okay, 1, 2, go. Let's do that one more time, the same spot. So top of page 9 again, just the tenors. We're back in this key again. 1, 2, and 3. Three. Let's do the bases. So the bases is the same thing. Top of page 9, bases. Just the bases. No storm can shake. 1, 2, and go. basis, same thing, just to reiterate that part. Top of page 9.
Jeff, I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. So top of page 9. Just the basis. 1, 2, add. Three. Good, let's put both parts together. Starting at the top of page 9, both parts, tenor and bass. Here we go. 1, 2, and go. Okay, one more time, both parts, same. This is the trickiest part of the whole piece. So going back to top of page 9, top of page 9. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and go. Thumbs up. Okay. Good. Okay. Now let's move on to one voice. So, how many have used the recording already and practiced recording with it? Okay. If you haven't, it walks you right through what you need to do. So the plan is we're going to do an experiment and we're going to sing with the YouTube recording as if you are recording. Okay. So we're going to start with the tenors. Okay. So tenors, I'm going to do a screen share. We're going to pray that this works. Okay. And then tenors, we're going to practice singing your part with the video. Okay. So give me a second here. Let's see here. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, is everybody seeing the screen share? Give me a verbal yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, good. I'm going to start it.
No,
It's a
You're
blank.
not.
Blank.
Are you seeing?
It's blank.
Blank
no, it's
pattern.
blank.
I'm a no.
I'm a no.
Oh, okay. Are most of you seeing it?
A blank.
Yeah, it looks like a,
Just see a gray screen.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
gray screen with a
Gray
mouse
screen.
cursor. Great screen.
Okay,
screen.
let me try. Are you getting anything now?
No,
Still a gray screen.
Same.
No change.
Same.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Now it's different. We see an email.
You're seeing my email, right? Okay. Let's try this. Are you seeing it now?
It's gray.
Gray screen.
So great.
You have
Jeff,
to reshare just the open email,
Ooh.
not, yeah. So
Okay,
there'll
so
be,
now,
go ahead.
okay, so I'm on here, right? Okay. So you're seeing my email, right?
Well,
Right.
we're seeing the index of your email.
Okay,
When you open the email, another window appears with your email in it. So share that window. You have to
Right.
stop this share and then share that new window.
okay. Let me see here.
Good move.
Okay. Hold on.
Or just share your entire desktop and expand that.
Okay.
Jeff, I think you may have to enable screen sharing because my dialog box at the bottom says that you have disabled attendee screen sharing. I think you have to enable something first.
Okay.
he's
Try
not an
your-
attendee. He's the
Try your-
leader, so that doesn't matter.
attendee. Yeah, the host has got to enable it.
Well, we're not sharing. We're
Right.
the
It's, yeah,
attendee.
Right.
we are the attendees.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Okay.
Okay.
I'll shut now.
Can you see it now?
There.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
maximize.
There you go.
There you go.
Good.
Okay, now I'm going to start at the beginning again.
Yeah, good thing.
Okay, there we go. So this is the tenors, okay?
Okay.
voices too. The sound of music through, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three. Sing it together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us. Sing it with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind and turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
Okay, so what you, I forgot to tell you to mute yourselves while you're doing that, but that's okay.
How can we record it if we're muted?
But what you do notice is that she gives you all the cutoffs, which are going to be extremely important if you're a sound engineer putting all this together. And the other thing that I will say is you want to make sure when you're doing the audio recording that you do that clap at the beginning that she gives you, because that's how they line up all the vocal with that clap. So make sure to do that, that she gives you. So tenors, that was good. Let's try the basses now. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. Basses. Let's see, I need to go to my, oops, hold on 1 second. Okay. Oops. Doesn't look like that's working, hold on. Hold on 1 second here. Get anything, basses?
Sound, but no video.
Green.
Okay,
None
hold on.
here.
Okay.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one
So start the recording first, and then you'll find that on your desktop, and then share that.
Okay, 1 second here.
And then you can always rewind the recording.
Okay,
Bullseye.
there we go.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice. The sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice. The song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
Okay, so I think the basses have the hardest job because you have to sit there for a long time and sort of look engaged, because you don't come in until the third verse, right? So that's going to be hard to look engaged, but that's, yeah, basses you have a hard time, that'll be hard. Does anybody have a question that maybe I could answer, or if you have a question about any piece of the one voice, any part of it that you want to hear, that you're not sure of your part, or no questions? Okay.
Are we going to, in this 2 recording concept, do we like headphones for the audio preferred and then no headphones? Do we not want headphones during the visual recording?
Right. Yep. So the audio recording, you want to make sure you have some sort of headphones or earbuds, because obviously you'll have to listen to the click track. But if you're doing the video, no headphones or anything for the video. Okay. So what they'll do is they'll put the two together, and so in the final recording, you won't have any sort of video, or I'm sorry, any sort of earbuds or anything on. That's the plan. Yeah.
Jeffrey,
So
do you remember what, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just to be clear on the audio portion, I understand that we can kind of be wearing our studio casual attire, like this, and the goal is to get good sound.
Right.
And we don't need to be costumed up for that part.
Right. Make sure for the video that you're in the concert black. And what I would suggest is that you're going to be doing multiple takes, I'm guessing, that you won't get it perfect the first time. Okay. And what I would suggest doing from experience is that you want to delete all the bad ones, because when you get, when you upload it to the drive, you don't want to send one of the bad ones, right? You want to make sure that it's the one that you want. So I would suggest, if there's, if you're doing multiple takes, that you just immediately delete them, so you can't get them mixed up. And the other thing I would suggest too, I know from personal experience, make sure your phone is in airplane mode. Because if somebody calls, I've had it happen, the video will stop, right? So you want to make sure that it's in airplane mode, so that it doesn't interrupt your video. Any other questions? Yeah, Jack?
Am I understanding it correctly then that when we do the video, you're really lip syncing?
I would suggest that you sing along with it as well. I mean, it's not gonna, for the video, it's not gonna matter what you sound like. I think it's just gonna be, if you're lip syncing, I think that's just gonna be hard to do. That I would just go ahead and sing with it, and they'll delete the audio from it. Yeah, Dick.
When I do this for my church choir, I sing into voice recorder on my cell phone. Is that what I'm supposed to do? It's an app.
Yeah, no. If you look at did you see the thing that Paige sent out?
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
Wasn't clear to me.
Okay. Yeah, you're basically, I would use the camera the whole, the time, each time.
So just sing into the camera.
Right. Yep. So you're really doing like a audio video each time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And
then we'll get directions on how to get that to Dropbox.
Yep. And what I liked is that our engineer really spelled everything out really well in that handout. And I mean, it's just, and giving you screenshots of what it looks like, where you're gonna, So I think it's very helpful, you know, whether you have an iPhone or, you know, an Android or whatever. So, yeah. Any other questions at all that I can maybe help with?
When do we have to record this by?
Well, what we're doing, what we really want to happen is that we're doing one song a week. So the ultimate goal would be to record it tonight. But I think she's giving you a full week to get it done. Just because we don't want to wait till the very last minute and get many recordings, because it's so time consuming to put everything together. So we just want to, that's why we're sort of spacing it out one a week.
So before next week's rehearsal, preferably sooner the better.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I think it was labeled in the like the January 8th email that they wanted them in by Monday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just going to be more helpful, just so, because Paige, of course, wants to go through them, and then we're not getting bombarded with, you know, hundreds of recordings at the last minute. And yeah, good. Any other questions at all that I can help with? Page 2 will be, if you have questions for her, she'll be on a separate Zoom call from 8 to 9 tonight. If you have questions that you can you can talk to her via Zoom. Has anybody already recorded themselves? Okay. Yeah. So for who of you is this a totally new experience of recording your? Okay. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. It's a little intimidating. And I'll tell you, we've been recording our church services here since March. And I've always say that recording is more stressful than actual live performance, because everything is so permanent at that point. But I think this will be a good product to have. So
For those of you who have done these recording things, like how loud and how much projection are we supposed to do?
You know, I just
less for the one that we're doing this week, but I'm thinking more for some of the other songs. Right?
You know, our audio engineer of 2 will, you know, he'll balance all that out.
Okay.
So I don't think it's as big a deal. You know, I think mainly for video purposes, you just want to make sure that you be aware of what's behind you, you know, and not a white wall is the best, because you won't have anything distracting. You know, you want to make sure your cat is put away so you don't have a cat running, you know, and things like that. Things we never would have thought of a year ago. But yeah. Any other questions I can help with at all?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think for the audio, the only concern is that you overmodulate, or you sing so loud that it distorts the signal. So when you make a recording and listen, and if there aren't any passages where it's loud and kind of fuzzy and distorted, then you should be okay.
Yeah, good. Okay.
I can also guarantee that you're not going to be pleased with the way you sound on when you play back. I've done it a few times, and it's like, oh my God, you know, why did I breathe there? You know, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, during recordings, weird things happen that you've never done before, because it's a totally new experience. And yeah, so yeah, good.
Just to clarify, is the preference then to do the video on the phone because of the camera quality? Or, I mean, I'm looking at you now on my MacBook Pro. Does that work for both audio and video?
Yeah, I think, yeah. What I usually do is I record from my phone, my iPhone. And then, of course, you'll want to have a separate device that you're listening to, whether it's your iPad or your laptop or whatever. You'll have two devices to get the click track and then record from your phone is what I would do. And the other thing to make sure with your phone, make sure it's in landscape. So it's sideways. So you're not, that's the other thing to make sure that you're in the landscape version. Okay, good.
Yeah.
If there are no,
I guess, yeah,
How do you put it in landscape?
just putting it on its side. Yep. Turning it on its side. So
no, I just wanted to give you
Like
guys
this?
a warm fuzzy. I can't imagine the time and effort that was spent putting this whole thing together. I think it's just immaculately done. It's so well organized, so well conceived, and documented, and it's just a pleasure to go through this new experience the way you've done it. It's just done a top-notch job, and can't thank you enough for what you've all done for us.
thank you. And Paige has done a lot of work. I mean, it takes a lot of work to do this, and so yeah, I think it'll, as I said, it'll be a new experience. It'll be something great to do, and I'm looking forward to the final product. We did this at Normandale. I'm on staff at Normandale College, and we did a virtual concert in December. And it was really, done well, and people loved it. So yeah, I think you'll really like the finished product. So good. Well, if there are no other questions, I'm going to end the meeting and let you record or practice your recording or whatever. And again, if you have questions for Paige, go ahead and log onto her Zoom from 8 to 9. She'll be able to answer your questions. So yeah, good. Well, it's good to see you all. Happy recording.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Have
Jeffrey.
fun.
Thank
Have
you.
fun.
Thank you.
Jeff.
We'll see you later.
Thanks, Jeff.
Night all. Luck.